Hey guys, it's March 18th, 2020. We are in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic and everybody in New York is trying to work from home and we are learning to cook again, apparently. So I've had to try and make some stuff for myself and really start cooking again because I haven't really done much of that in the last year. And so I figured out how to make a sandwich that I like. I don't know if it's technically a grilled cheese or whatnot. I made some sandwiches and I just found a thing that I like. So today we are going to make a sandwich with some bread, two different kind of cheeses, two different kind of cold cut meats, and then some salt, pepper, and hot sauce. Very simple, very basic, but very delicious as well. So what we're going to do is turn on the heat, put it on high for a second just to warm up the pan. We're going to take our two pieces of bread and just plop it down on the pan there. I've been using this Misto thing for a while now and it basically is, you put oil in it and you pump it to build some pressure, and then you can use it as a spray so you can more evenly distribute the oil without having too much excess. Seems like I'm spraying a lot, but in reality it's still a lot less than if I was to just drizzle the olive oil normally. You could also, you should, I think, use some tongs and whatnot, and we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, we're just going to let the pan warm up. You don't want to have it too high of a heat for too long, because it will start to burn a little bit on the bread. The bread will soften as it starts to heat up, so you can sort of manage how you like that. With some grilled cheeses and whatnot, I think people like to bake it as well. I just don't care to do that, so I'm just gonna do it all in the pan. And originally I was just making regular sandwiches using the cheese and the cold cut, and they were just cold sandwiches. And then I started making sandwiches with, you know, toasted bread, because that's nice. And then I was like, oh, why don't I just toast everything? And this is what it is. So let that go a little bit more. And I think the idea is that we want one side to be pretty hot and almost done before we flip it. And as soon as we flip it, we put on the cheese. So that's kind of the idea, right? At this point I can turn the heat down to a medium high, sort of just to manage that. I'm going to start preparing the cheese. Different shops, oh, I see a little bit of burning there. Let's just flip that over real quick. There we go. Different shops tend to stack the cheese differently, I guess, or different people in the shops do. And I kind of found that the pepper jack was sticking a lot depending on the shop. So, well, I like pepper jack. Let's just put that on the side. And then I have some Munster cheese. You can use whatever cheese you like. And I have a little bit of cheese left. Maybe I'll use for something else later. That's okay. Put the bread back as well. Okay. So, now that we have a little bit more time to check on how well the bread is doing, See, that's the kind of color that I like. Not too burnt. The edges get a little bit more than the middle sometimes. But, you know, it's a little unfortunate, but it works out okay. Just toasting it. So the other side is going to get pretty hot. The side that we were cooking. So we want to flip them. And now immediately put the cheese on there. Ideally, you put the cheese on when it's not straight out of the fridge, so that so it melts just a little bit easier. You don't want to get too much cheese over the edges or anything like that where it'll drip and melt. But you know, it's okay. We're not looking for perfection here. We're just looking for deliciousness. There you go. And some pepper jack on the other side. Cool. So while we're waiting for the other side to toast, we'll do that last. I like to keep it sealed as long as possible. You can see some of the smoking coming up, I think. So let's just take a look on the other side. It is ready. So I'm going to take this stuff out. You can see the cheese is not completely melted, which is fine, because I'm too lazy to really do it too slowly or broil it or anything like that. This is a quick and simple recipe. If I'm not talking, I'm probably already done by this point. So now we're going to keep the heat relatively low, because when we're stir frying, I'm like, you know, all the way up on high, like really high. But keep it on a medium heat, I guess. I'm going to have a nice helping of turkey here. It's kind of like making bacon, except for you using cold cuts. There you go. With the bigger pan, I think this is maybe a 14-inch. Anyway, so with the bigger pan, I can do 3 at a time. With the small pan that I had, I do 2 at a time. This is just a little bit faster. Right? Yeah, the heat could be even a little bit less. It's very quick. It's very quick. You just basically just to warm it up, get it to temperature. You're not trying to like cook it all the way through or anything. Just have a little bit of sizzle, a little bit of burn on the meat there. Nice. And then you put it on top of the cheese. You just scrunch it up like this and you lay it down. As I learned from a video about making sandwiches, you want to have it uneven. You don't want to lay it just flat on the sandwich. This gives it a little bit more depth. Looks better, more texture. All right, come on. There we go. All right, and then now we're going to do the Black Forest ham. I like to mix it. I like to mix it up here with the turkey and the ham. I think I'll save the other 2 for later. Oh no, the zipper thing broke. Oh well, I guess I just use all of them. Just do 2 at a time because they're a little bit bigger. Put the heat back on medium. You don't really need oil here. It's going to rend a little bit of whatever fat's in there. Usually these things are not too fatty, which is nice. Alright, that's done. So take that layer it on top of the cheese. It's going to melt the cheese more. And then do the last one here. Okay, that's so we can turn off the heat at this point. Don't need it anymore. Alright, and there we go. That's about almost done on the sandwich. I'm going to put this on the side here. And we got some seasoning to do. So I like salt and pepper. Not too much salt since we're not working out as much staying at home. Got some light mayonnaise, which I will not go light on. I do like this mayo. Pretty good stuff. Salt, pepper. And so this one, where did I get this? I forget. I recently got this somewhere. Trinidad Scorpion hot sauce. It's pretty hot. I would probably rate it a 7 or 8, maybe an 8 out of 10 in terms of the heat. But yeah, so you just kind of, that's all you need. I kind of got used to it. It's a little bit more spicier at the beginning, the first time I tried it, but I kind of got used to it. I broke the bottle on this, but this is just like some, you know, like Whole Foods Chipotle hot sauce. I broke the bottle. Well, I broke the cap, but this one you can be a little bit more generous with and get more of that smoky Chipotle flavor. All right, put that in there, and we assemble the sandwich. Voila, and there we go. That is a delicious, delicious sandwich. I would say, I think on my Facebook post I put, I rated it as like a fullness of 4 out of 5 and a deliciousness of like 5 out of 5, because it's a damn good sandwich. All right, see you guys next time.